Hello, dear fellow social informaticians. This is the first session we have regarding the first course you have in your path toward graduation in the field of computer informatics. And as for sure you know, the name of our program is not computer informatics anymore. It is data analytics. So it makes sense that everything that we discuss in this course are at the introductory level. This course is divided into two sessions. In one session that our two-day recording is about to be categorized, in that session talks about the general applications in the field of informatics. It talks about the social effects of informatics, the effects that informatics has on the social aspects of our life. The other section, the other part, uh, try to help you understand the concept of programming and make you ready by preparing you to be able to design flowcharts and to think like a programmer to prepare you for the next phases. So, of course, we are not going to have anything complex or difficult in this course. And as I told you, it is going to be only at the introductory level. And for sure, if we can communicate well and we can help each other do our jobs better, we can take a lot from this course. It's very important because, as I told you, it is the first course that you are taking in the field of informatics. Informatics 171, Social Informatics. Welcome to the class. As I told you, today we are going to talk about the effects of informatics on different aspects of our lives. We are not going to bore ourselves with theoretical definitions. We are going to work only on concepts. We are going to work only on knowledge in this field. So today we are going to talk about informatics. Still, many people, when they hear the words computer informatics, they are not very sure about the meaning of that. Put aside computer, that is, of course, has very clear definition. So let's put our focus today on this word, informatics. As a student of computer informatics before and now you are a student of data analytics, and they are gonna be, you will understand it, these two things are very close. And one thing that I want you, while you are following this presentation, even if you are gonna be very good with the assignment or the test after this presentation, that would be an online one, please also review this presentation several times and try to challenge it. to find some question and discuss it with me and discuss it with your classmates. Because in that way, we can take more things out of this class we have together. But as I told you, when you hear about the word informatics, you may wonder what it exactly means. And you, as the student in this field, should be the one who can explain different aspects of this word, this field of knowledge. So that's the reason we start our class with a discussion about the meaning and background and future of informatics, plus some applications. In this slide, you are going to learn very interesting points about informatics. The title says, what is computational system? Okay, here about the definition. It says the systems that are capable of solving a problem. So it's a very important characteristic of a computational system. The system that are capable of solving a problem. But what is the approach for solving the problem? By calculation. So, if you have something that only by calculations solve a problem for you, it is called computational system. If you have a system that compute, but it doesn't solve any problem on its own, it is not a computational system. If you have a system that solves a problem, but without computation, it is not a computational system. So about computation, it can be either mathematical or logical. And by the way, when it comes to computation, either it is mathematical or logical, it would be very easy. And it is quite smooth to learn all the things. That's the reason I always tell everyone, if you have always felt no interest regarding mathematics before in your high school or any time, you can love computational systems, because computational systems are just about calculations. What does calculation mean? Calculations means get the input A, double it, and put it in B, then B to the power of 2, put it C, and after that, for example, calculate D as B2 times 1000. All the things that you see in front of you are called calculations, mathematical calculations. And of course, they are just some steps. There is no difficulty in doing any part of these steps that I just showed you. You get the input, you double it, you calculate the square of it, and after that you multiply it by 1000. It is just calculation. Another type of calculations, it says give two inputs. Okay, give two inputs if at least one of those inputs, at least one of these inputs are 1, the output is 1. So I'm going to calculate it. If I give the input to you as this, 0, 0, what would be the output? It is 0. Why? Because I said if at least one of the inputs are 1. The good things about recording classes is that as soon as some part is not understandable, you can play and replay it for yourself many times to get the point, and also on that part you can very easily refer to it and contact me and we can discuss it together. Okay, so I'm just showing you some logical calculations because I want to give you the idea that when it says it is about calculations, it doesn't mean it is math. It is just some simple calculations that you can very easily handle it. We have had people who have always been terrible in mathematics, in math, but they were excellent, brilliant regarding data mining, because data mining is about calculations and programming. None of them have to do anything with math. Okay, if I put 0, 1, what would be the output? Since at least one of them is 1, so the output is 1. If I put 1, 0, again 1. If I put 1, 1, again 1. So you see, I just showed you two types of calculations. The first was mathematical and the second one was logical. So now if you design something that is like this, based on calculations, based on numbers, based on data, that helps you to solve a problem, you have made a computational system. Now it is the first time you are hearing about the concept of computer informatics. You are hearing about the concept of data analytics. You have noticed that some part here is closely associated with solving a problem. So what is the problem? The problem, for example, you have in forecasting the weather tomorrow, forecasting the market next week, in categorizing a transaction in the banking system as legit or fraudulent, or any of these types of problems that we are going to talk about them more and more. And you are going to learn a lot in this field while you are passing one after the other one the courses of informatics. I'm talking about the courses that are introduced in your degree plan as INFM. So now you know about the definition of computational system, the system that are capable of solving a problem by calculations, either mathematical or logical, and are able to produce the result as an output. Here that it says the output could be seen, of course, when you are calculating something, there is an output over there. So you can see the results, and since you get the inputs that are data and you give it to the system, on the other side, you get the outputs that helps you to solve the problem. That's the definition of a computational system.